All right, today's gonna be arm day. We're gonna be starting off with some dumbbell curls here. Thinking of doing just like some dumbbell curls, some supinated curls, and we'll move on to the preachers as usual. And then we'll do the seated curls. We haven't done those in a while. And we'll move on to triceps. For triceps, nothing too crazy today. This next week is just gonna be focused on like pump type workouts. So we're just gonna go far enough where we're getting like a nice pump and then call it there. Just because there's not really gonna be much gains made this week because this is the final week of prep here. So like after this week is the competition on the 9th. With that being said, you know, I don't want to do anything that I'm gonna risk injury or risk hurting myself right before the show date. So we'll just focus on maintaining a pump, keep a good pump going, and then we'll call it once we feel like we're pumped up enough. So to start, we're gonna go with the 45s here. This will be a nice starting set. For the next bicep exercise here, we're gonna be doing the easy bar preacher curls. This one's the standing one. So the one at our home gym, we're like sitting down. This one's standing. So it'll be a little bit of a different squeeze, take a little bit less out of the shoulders too, which I like. I definitely prefer the standing one. I do have one at my gym, but it's kind of like fucked up, so I never really use it. That's what I like about this gym, like everything's mint, like people actually take care of the equipment here. So we'll bang out a couple sets of these. So I'm thinking we do 2 sets of the easy bar preacher curl, and then we'll do 1 set of the dumbbell. All right, same thing for this next set here, close grip, curling. When we curl up the bar, we're like squeezing the bar. So like we give it some slack all the way on the eccentric, and then when we're at the bottom of the rep and we get our biceps, you know, locked out almost, then we squeeze and bring it all the way up. So you'll see here, All right, so finishing off the preacher curls, we'll do one set of the isolated dumbbell curls. So just one arm at a time. I got that 30-pound dumbbell. So we're just gonna go for reps here. Now, a tip with these, as I was discussing in like my other arm videos, when you curl up, picture like you're flexing the bicep, and that'll really help you feel that mind-muscle connection to the peak. And it'll help you get better contraction overall. It'll take some time to get used to, but once you get used to it, you'll keep feeling that mind-muscle connection when you do these. So, super deep stretch, and then just curl up. Switch to the other arm here. Switch back. These are gonna be absolutely brutal for the last bicep exercise here. So these will give us like a killer pump. So we're just gonna grab the dumbbells in a supinated position and then curl up like that. Kind of to the side, kind of forward, like a sort of balance of both. But for these, I'll roll up the sleeves. You can see the contractions here. So to start off triceps now, we're gonna do the overhead press, the tricep overhead press, or also known as the incline skull crusher. So we'll start with these. These will probably be like the heaviest set for tris, and then after we'll move on to the rope pull downs. Today we're doing cardio, tomorrow we're doing cardio, and then just focus on drawing out the skin, the water cut, the carb deload, etc. And then the day before the competition, we'll take in some water at night, and then we'll do a crazy carb load right of like the night before the competition. So that'll give us that illusion of like swelling when we're on stage. So we'll have the skin really dry and wrapped around the muscle, and then we'll have the muscle really pumped up and swollen from the carb load, essentially. Just to create that illusion of more mass, even though it's kind of just fullness from the glycogen and the carbs, like the water sort of say. So we'll do one more set, and then we'll switch to the tricep rope pull downs. All right, rope pull downs next. Same thing we always do for these. We want full lockout. We're gonna pause as we're like stretching at the bottom and control it on the way up. But when we lock out, we're literally like gonna contract the tris. Like see how it's like tightening up there and contracting? You can see all the fibers. That's kind of what we're aiming for here. So I'll do one set with the sleeves rolled up so you can see. You'll see the tricep head like contract as we do it. So shoulders back, chest up. So you can see there when we lock out how contracted like the tricep gets. That's what we want. We want to really, feel that contraction, bring all the blood to the muscle there. So we'll do it one more set and then we'll switch to the underhand tricep pull downs. Make it a drop set. All right, so now for the underhand tricep pull downs, and then we are done for arms. So for these, we're essentially just putting it in a supinated position and doing that same thing we do for the tricep rope pull down, so the lockout and then still uncontrolled weight to the top there. So you'll notice that one arm is less reps than the other. That's because before starting the clip, we had to find out what weight it was. So we did a couple reps already. So the one arm's just slightly more fatigued. Switch to the other arm. Just gonna rep these out now. All right, that's it for arms. We'll check out the pump here and move on to some cardio. So, arms are done. As you can see, just completely fucking, holy shit. That's a crazy one. That's a fucking nasty one. Look at that fucking tricep definition there. Just completely 3D. Perfect. Absolutely nasty arm pump here. And I cannot wait to see what we're gonna look like when we're all tanned up and more of that definition is gonna come through. So it'll just help with like the highlights and shadow. But holy fuck, is that ever a tricep pump? That'll probably be the thumbnail right there. All right, so cardio is done. 300 calories burnt, 31 minutes in. We're gonna head home now, eat something, probably like ground beef and rice. I'm pretty sure that's what was next for the meal plan here. But yeah, one day closer to August 9th, one day closer to stepping on stage with the tan, oiled up and posing for all you guys. Can't fucking wait, honestly, now. It's getting hard to sleep now because I'm getting so excited, so nervous. But yeah, till the next one, I'm gonna head out here because I'm exhausted. It's getting really hard to maintain energy throughout this last bit of the prep here. So tomorrow's probably gonna be shoulder day, and then some cardio, and then day after that, probably going back to the chest. So till the next one, take care, everybody. Enjoy the weekend.